Hi everyone, Marta here from Calgary Real Estate, coming to you live from my car. I have not been on here forever, so I thought I'd hop on and say hello. And with so much anger and frustration going on right now, I wanted to hop on and speak a little bit to, some perspectives that may or may not help everybody, but I think it's important to voice what you stand for always. I think it's also important to, be able to look at all the different angles going on around us to gain better insight and understanding. And sometimes that means evaluating our own thoughts and actions towards, how we're dealing with things. So first off, I hope you're all safe and doing well and maneuvering through this pandemic as best as you can. And I just want to say my heart is out with everybody, that is suffering, that is sitting right now in discomfort and stressed, not knowing what's going on and wanting things to change and, being frustrated from all sides. So I hear you. I hear all of you. I hear the side that, has all the conspiracy theories. I think those, are a good way for people to think of all the different angles and, be open to listening to what everybody is saying and coming with. However, I also believe a lot of theories come out of fear. So there's a lot of people drowning in fear right now, and they're grasping onto, all different possibilities and variances, and that's okay. That's natural. It's good to question everything that is always happening around us and people's intentions. And, I'm not against that. I think it's a healthy way to sometimes come to other conclusions and possibilities. However, the reality is we don't know anything. Nobody does. Right now, we have to keep focus on what is before us. And the fact is that we have a very serious virus that is spread all over the world, at speeds which we have never seen before. They are impacting our seniors and many lives, to the point of death. So it is important for us to take things seriously and to be unified in our actions to fight this battle. Having said that, there's a lot of disconnect, right? There's a side that is taking things very seriously. They are, listening to what the recommendations are in terms of living life and proceeding and helping manage the spread of the coronavirus. And then there's the other side who is, first of all, not believing that it's that bad, and they are not wearing masks, and people are frustrated that they are putting other people's lives at risk. So so many things going on, right? There's businesses protesting against being closed down. There's businesses protesting about being closed down while others stay open, and that is all understandable. It's natural to be in a panic about money. That is a lot of people's focus right now. Oh my God, I need to keep my business open. I need to make my money. I need to pay my bills. And when we are in that panic, we start losing sight of what is really important. This isn't my first rodeo. This isn't my first financial crisis. So I'm here to tell you that you're going to get through it. It'll all be okay. No matter what you're going through. Even if you lose everything and you're at zero. That's what happened to me. And about a decade ago. I won't get into the details, but just know that I understand the desperation. I understand the panic. I understand the discomfort of not knowing, how you're going to pay your bills. I remember being in a store one time, and it was during this time when I was struggling, and I picked up at a grocery store. You know, I was picking up food, and I was about to pick up I don't want to say container, a package of bacon. And I remember putting it back down. And I put it back down because it was $8. It was $8, and I knew I could get more food within that amount of money. So the reason I'm sharing this with you is so you know I'm not just a realtor, you know, swimming in mountains of dollars. I have been there at zero. I have gone through making 70 grand to nothing, then getting into debt 30, 40 grand to restart my life, my career, and to proceed forward. And so I know what people are feeling. And when you're in that panic crisis state, if it's your first one, you are freaking out. And sometimes you are in a tunnel vision because you're grasping onto what you have come to learn and know. And anything outside of that is so foreign and so unimaginable that, you know, you're so distraught that you are missing insights on what life is about and the most important things that you need to get through this. And I'm here to tell you that even as a business owner, I have two. Life is not about money and waking up in the morning and opening up your store. Life is about waking up and taking a breath. That is the core of it. You know, we all want our businesses to do well. We all want to be able to pay our bills. But sometimes there's other things that have to happen first. And right now is one of those scenarios where we need to focus on getting unified in our actions, because the longer we are disconnected, the longer it's going to take for us to recover, and the more misery we're going to see, and the more discomfort people are going to be living in. So that is why so many of us are rooting for wearing masks, for following the rules, for taking this seriously, because if you're not, you're adding to the things that you are worried about. It isn't until we have this under control that businesses are going to be able to exist normally and profitably, because right now there's nothing that anybody needs to be buying aside from water, you know, food, and maybe gas, right, for emergencies. But that's the reality of it. And so my job isn't to, you know, and I hope this isn't taken as me preaching, it's just to provide the insight that even though we seem so disconnected, we are all fighting for the same thing. We're all stressed out, and it's gonna be okay. We will get out of it. It's just that for some people, they might have to go through more suffering until they see the light and recognize that the focus right now needs to be on life. And if you know me, I'm always advocating for people, for life. That's why people call me for real estate, because I'm fighting for what is in the best interest of them and their living. Right now, making money and going to work is not the priority. It would be great if we can all stay open and, you know, do so, but because of the 50% or whatever 20% that is impacting the spread, that is going to be affected until that ends. So my point, I guess, of this video today is just to let you know it's understandable what you're feeling, and the stresses that you are under, the actions that people are taking, but you need to see the greater picture. And until we do that, until we get to that point, and for some it's going to take longer, you know, when they have nothing and they have to face the fact that, you know, them getting up in the morning the next day is what it's about, then yeah, it's gonna take forever. So I just want to, I don't know, let everybody know that you will get out of it, even if you're at zero. You lose every single penny, you're at zero, we're gonna get out of it. However, for those people that are getting impacted with COVID, a life cannot be taken back. So just remember that as you proceed in your own thoughts and you maneuver. And I wish everyone the best. Okay, take care. Have a good night.